Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Motorsport Manager. We're in our first season of the World Motorsport Championship. One race underneath us. Didn't do great, but it's our first season in. We're not expected to be winning stuff and things like that. We did get an 8th place finish and a 13th place finish. Honestly, that's you add those together, divide by 2, you're about a 10.5 there. So and we're only expected to be 9th or above. So anything above 18, I guess is what I'm getting at. Both of our drivers are above, the 18, 17 slots. Then, in theory, we're above that 9th or above. So felt pretty good. Was pretty good overall. It's listing us as number 6. I'm not sure if that's just alphabetical or if there's any specific math to that. Maybe there is a little bit of underneath math based on placement and stuff like that, even though there's no actual points. So interesting to see how this works out. Let's come over to our car. Car condition actually was really good. So we're doing really good there. Interview for UKSN. Sure, why not? Masahiko Taniguchi demolished the competition last race, crossing the finish line with a gap of 12.5 seconds. Do you think the WMC is becoming too predictable? Not at all. This is an excellent display. Our chairman is happy with that. Pit crew review. Mistake-free weekend. 8.177 seconds. Scouting report finished. Addictive personality. No, we don't want you. The gearbox finished. That's good. That's going to help us out a lot. And we got to keep building them. Keep building what we can. We're at 1.8 mil. I'm going to get a calculator out just so I can calculate this out a little bit better. 1.8 mil times 15 races puts us at $27 million that we need. So we have about a $6 million cushion, not counting any extra sponsor money we get along the way. So we can still keep making parts. So we are going to design another part. I think we're going to keep going with the gearbox. Let's get the gearbox solid, rock solid. And I think I'll be pretty happy with that. I'm not sure what that means. It's empty right now because we don't have a grate. So maybe once we get this level, we can lock that in and get 2 grates instead. Maybe. So we'll go with this. It's going to get us a pretty good gearbox overall. Getting this risk level -1 would be kind of cool. Although this one right here is still pretty solid as well. All right, let's go with this. 1.1 mil, 7 days after race. We're not going to have any time for this next race. Keep going up to the gearbox because we can get all the way to legendary gearboxes with some of the stuff we did with the HQ. I'm not building anything in the HQ right now. Do I want to be? I would love to keep going with that. Some of the, no, there's no way. This stuff is way too expensive right now. No, we can't afford it. We've got to survive this season. And once I know we can survive the season, then we may start working about the other stuff. Fitting parts. Next race. Gearbox is not as critical. So I'm going to go ahead and give the gearbox to you. Allow you can stick with that one. Everything else is still identical though. So no reason to touch anything else. What we do want to do though is... Oh, we can't improve parts yet. That's fine. Scouting, we already just scouted somebody. It was not somebody we care about. Mistake percentage is looking pretty good, so we'll go with this for now. There's a car repairs. Stock car championship. Yeah, we don't need anybody other than somebody who can help our guys improve better. All right, part improvement. We can trim off some of these things. I do want to put you over there. And I want to trim off one of you two, which doesn't matter. I guess this one, because that one's 1393. Can go a little bit higher. Honestly, it doesn't really matter that much. Let's trim off both of those. We don't need either gearbox getting improved any more than they already are. But we do want this one being improved. In fact, it's almost to the point of just improving this thing exclusively. Make sure it's maxed out. Does that matter? I can't really see. Yeah, it definitely makes a difference. Go 15-15 maybe? Or more heavy on this side just to get the reliability of this part up as quickly as possible. Probably wait a couple days, trim off of those, and just let it focus on that one specifically. Okay, that looks pretty good. Yep, we're at 75 for those. That's going to be fine. So we'll let this one trim up, get up to 70, and then we'll go from there. That's probably pretty good. Almost. We'll go one more day. Perfect. 84%. That's great. Full focus on performance from the moment then. We can go ahead and trickle in some stuff though, since it won't make that much difference. It's not gonna make a huge difference, to be honest, no matter what we do. Or does it? Does it make a difference? Even if I'm trickling it in? No, it doesn't make a difference, does it? Cool. So we'll do that. We'll grab you. Might as well get some trickle. It's not much. 0.7%. It's really not much. But we might as well do what we can. I'll throw that one in there just to say. But all of our focus is on improving the performance of this part. Travel to Yokohama. All right, we're going to keep going with the 10th or above. Objective, qualifying and race. So I guess it is half and half. That's interesting. Wow, okay. We weren't that far out of qualifying at 10th or above. We might have been able to push it. It's interesting to see. Hold on, auto pick for both of you for now. Let me see how I like this. Do I like this? I think I'm going to trim back a couple of these. Honestly, that's actually really good. I actually like this even split. Why not? Let's go with an even split, see how that looks. Part fitting, we already fit the parts. We gave Chi the better, since she's doing better this season so far. We gave her the better gearbox for now, and I think that's fine. All right, we'll take the practice, but we will probably skip the qualifying. Very windy track. A rocket? No, I think that's a... Certainly they look like a rocket. I think it's actually a telephone pole, or not telephone pole, like a power line. Ooh, rainy. Oh no, we still bring intermediates and wets. I was like, wait a minute, did I screw up? Yeah, no, we're good. Yeah, because I don't think we have any Yokohamas in here at all, do we? Nope, we're gonna have to figure this out the good old-fashioned way. Something to that effect. Tire choice. I guess we're going to intermediates. That's fine. To that effect. Take practice. So practice goes the same way as we're used to, so that's fine. Perfect gear ratios. I'm going to stiffen up the handling a little bit. Okay. It's a start. We at least got a grate. We'll go up to that. Something to that effect, maybe? Still gonna be wet for a little bit. Yeah, a little bit longer. We'll try something to that nature. Oh, we're not even working on our qualifying trim, are we? Oh, yeah, I guess we are. We're working on qualifying trim right now. And race trim, actually both. Interesting. Not that we've been using those anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, things got worse here. Well, actually things got better, just worse in some ways. So we went from very poor to poor. So they want more downforce. Went from poor to okay. So they won't even stiffer handling. And they went from great to good. So we want that to go that direction. It's about to get dried out. So let's go ahead and get some time on. This is just practice. So let's go get some time on like the softs or something. This is not qualifying, so we do not need to be wasting our good stuff. %. I could live with that if we needed to, but I think we can get it even better. Downforce went from poor to great. Let me trim it down a little bit more. Poor to good. Something like that, maybe? It's not much of a change. All right, everybody's looking pretty happy so far. Ooh, okay. Arrow went the wrong direction, I guess. But we are in a pretty happy place overall. So, poor to great, good to excellent. So handling can probably trim down even more. Very poor, poor, okay. So downforce can even go even more. Won't be too much, but we'll see. I like that one. Excellent, great, excellent. Can we tune the handling even just a smidge more? Something like that, maybe. Excellent, excellent, good. Still not quite there. I mean, we're making improvements for sure. Like very slow improvements on the downforce. You must want it like literally on the line. Let's try that. And then you. Yeah, you're fine. Just send you out as is. And we'll probably let you guys run out the rest of the race. Or at least the rest of your stint. We can send you out one more time just to get a little bit more information. Looking pretty good though. 9th and 10th so far on just, you know, not crazy tires, just doing what they're doing. Maxed out soft tires, that's good to see. Almost maxed out on race trim, but that's all right. Qualifying trim's maxed out, that might help. And we did get 3 excellents across the board for both of them. That is good. All right. What? I'm not spending money on helicopters and jacuzzis. That was rude. It is going to be wet, or at least, you know, damp for qualifying. That's going to make things interesting. Especially if you have to start the race with intermediates or something crazy like that. All right, so we're going to go qualifying trim. I like that. Guess we'll go intermediate tires for now. And then you're going to go qualifying trim and intermediate tires, I suppose. I love these. These are good. We're going to save this setup. And tire choice, intermediates, that's fine. Tempted to use this one, but I think we'll be okay still. All right, everything looks good. And we will simulate session. Oh, wow. At the very last second, Loud jumped up. Cheese still up there. Loud jumped up big time. He must have changed tires and did something good with it. Of course, that means I don't know what tires they switched to, so they may be using tires that we don't want them to use. Wow, that was good though. Yeah, they're using these softs here. But I'm going to keep simulating these. Let them do their thing. We did all the setup. We'll see if they can do something with it. Come on, guys. Jump up there. At least one of you stay above 10. 6th and 8th. I can take that. That should get us our sponsor objective. But we have to start the race with whatever tires these are, which is going to be interesting to see. Oh, this is one more. Yeah, we're going to simulate that one as well. This is actually the final end-all, be-all. We are swapping to intermediates. Now we're swapping back over to super softs. Or softs, I should say. We did drop down a little bit because of that. I liked it when we were high on the intermediates, but 6th and 8th, that's kind of where we were earlier. So that's about where we should be, I suppose. We'll just see how the tires affect us and like what tires we have to run on. And it is going to be rainy today, so We may have to swap over to intermediates pretty quickly since we ended up doing that qualifying on the softs. It's not going to get super wet. So we may not swap to intermediates after all. All right, we're going to go with nurse, and we're going to go with... I mean, these are really good. 10%, 50%, stuff like that is really good. But these tire change times, I think, are going to really help a lot. We'll go race trim. Super softs, they are locked. Starting fuel's 13 laps. Everything else looks good. I think we're good. I wonder if it means we don't have to start with the exact same... I think we do have to start with the exact same tires, because some of these other guys that I saw before did have a little bit less wear on their tires. But we've got full wear. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know what it means. Maybe they only had a couple sets of those tires. Like, you know, they ran through all of their lowest, you know, their lowest softness tires, and all they had left was some that already had wear on them. That might have been it. No, it's great. Sorry, I had to restart the timer here, but come on, guys. A little bit wetness. I don't think it's enough for us to worry about it, though. We'll go up to 4x. Let's get things going. Lau's looking pretty good so far. We'll keep tracking him for now. Hopefully the wetness doesn't mess with our tires too much. I'm really hoping it dries up here in a second. It's going on push and high, although the wetness should keep the tire temperature down a little bit, which can be both good and bad. Come on, Lau. Keep pushing, buddy. You do have the slightly better gearbox, so maybe that seems to be helping. All right, we're going to keep high. We're going to come drop down to neutral here. Come on, guys. Keep it going. I want to see you guys do something good this race. Lau's getting some guys on his tail here. One good thing about the way qualifying works is that we have a pretty good idea that if we're pretty high up in the qualifying, then we should be pretty high up, you know, in the race overall. The people behind us are, in theory, you know, a little bit slower, unless they just didn't try in qualifying, which I guess is always a possibility. Because we're going to go down to conserve. Man, we are blowing, our tires are getting really hot. A lot hotter than I would expect with water on the it's a pretty warm day, so never mind. It's a 32 lap race, so if we break this up into 2 pit stops, we're going to want about at least 10 laps per around there. They're neck and neck now, 9th and 10th. Still both above the sponsor objective, so that's good to see. Hopefully we get about 3 more laps on these tires. Come on, guys, keep pushing it. Could probably push the fuel a bit more, to be honest. In fact, I will. All right, one of you guys needs to pit after this next lap. Probably going to be Chi. So let's go ahead and get you up to neutral for now. Actually, we'll get you both up to neutral. We will probably... No, we'll stay where we're at for now. Once we cross the line, we'll put you up to push. All right, schedule your pit. 24 laps remaining. We want to get at least 12 laps each out of something. Of course, we've burned through all of our softs, super softs, I mean. So that's something to consider. No real rain or anything. Maybe towards the end here. But I guess we'll go switch over to the softs. Guess we'll fill it up for now. We'll do that. That's fine. Park edition looks good. Pit strategy could make a tiny bit of difference. Not much. Your tire wear is going to get a little bit lower than we probably like, but I think we'll be okay. Let's go and schedule your pit. Yeah, can't go to these super softs. Still not much tread on the track either, which would be nice to go with some of these. I mean, I could go about 6 laps and then switch over to one of these for the last bit of the race, but that's a bit of a risk. This one can possibly get me up to 8 laps. Which might be enough. It's going to be tight, though. I think we'll just go and switch over to the softs. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I'll go out with this strategy. I think it's fine. Oh, I was getting past big time. Tire tread is pretty low. Still pretty warm out. No water on the track to speak of. She's up to 17th now. Lau needs to work his way back into it. Chop you down to conserve. Why don't you conserve medium for a bit? We're only going to be able to get like what 13 laps of fuel in, so I want to make sure I can get to where I need to be. I need to get to at least what lap 20, which we should be fine actually. Now that I think about it, we'll keep going high. Oh, Lau's up to 13th place. Good job, Lau. Drop you down to conserving your tires. Get those cooled down a little bit more. Last little bit. I don't think it's going to be enough for intermediates. Maybe, but I don't think it will. Just south of our 10th place where we need to be. 1.3 seconds behind. It's not too bad. Come on, Lau, buddy. Keep going. Target is lap number 20. So should be well past that. $15 laps remaining. Plenty of fuel, plenty of tire. One more tire change would be good. And we'll be able to push pretty hard. The longer we can get this set to go, the more aggressive we can be at the end. So that's something to keep in mind as well. We're above the 10th place mark, but not by much. $13 laps remaining. Still good on fuel, I think. A couple more laps before we need to have to worry about pitting. once we cross the line, we will need to schedule a pit for Chi. And we'll have to drop down to medium for this last lap. Lau needs to drop down to medium as well. Oof. I just realized we might have overdone it. Drop down to low for a bit. 12 laps remaining. There's no way to get 12 laps out of any of those. So we'll go with the softs. I think we'll just go with a little bit less fuel. Takes half a second off of the pit itself. All right, balance does look like it makes a little bit of a difference. All right, Lau needs at least a lap of fuel when he crosses the line, which he will have. All right, pit, and again, still no way to do those. We'll just go with softs. That's going to be fine. We can maybe go a little bit aggressive. Fast could make a difference. We'll see what we can do. And I think you can go ahead and go up to push on the tires. It's going to be fine. All right, let's come out and go and push and overtake for now. It's starting to rain. Don't think it'll be enough for intermediates, so a little bit of a gamble, but I think we'll be okay. All that fuel. It's a long pit stop. Go push and overtake here as well. Oh, got run into by number 15 there. Have to ignore you. Sorry. Just drop you all the way down and conserve at this point. Keep you high though. Actually, maybe keep you on overtake for now. Lau's in 11th. He's right on the tail of 10th place, though. Might be a mistake not going in for inners. I don't know. A lot of other guys did come in for inners. That's all they changed, though. They didn't change any fuel. Might be pretty smart. Yeah, the guy just passed me was on inners, so something to say for that. At this point, everybody's coming back in for inners. I mean, it's just barely enough to matter. Yeah, we're getting passed by guys with inners at this point. I was hoping it would dry up just enough to not matter. Yeah, we're not going to get 10th. It doesn't look like, but hopefully we're okay in the long run. Yeah, we're dropping back pretty far. Oh, wow. First place just lapped us. Yeah, all the guys with inners are passing us. Oh well. I mean, it was. I wasn't sure if it was going to be wet enough for inners or not. It was so borderline, but we definitely should have gone with inners. Oh well. 13th, 16th. Not. I mean, it's still better than our what we need for 9th place, if you will. But I think we could have done better. Maybe swapped it with inners after all. I don't know. It's hard to say, especially considering how good we did in qualifying and stuff. We definitely should have done better in the race overall. Something to think about. I mean, just barely on the edge for inners, and definitely should have swapped to them. I don't think the beginning part of the race was quite enough, but that last part definitely got a little bit wetter. We did get our target money for qualifying, though. So, I mean, we still got half of our money. I guess there's that. We're at 7th place technically now. Is she going to get her braking up? Almost. So close. So yet another about 1.8 mil. 10th, 17th, 7th place. I mean, we're better than we, I guess, expected. But again, I think we can do better. All right, well, that's our save. We're going to go ahead and put a cut in there. It's 2 races down. I mean, obviously, we're not expecting to place at all this season, really, I'll be honest. But we'll hopefully can, make some improvements on our car so that we're ready for a good season next season. This first season is really, again, the foundation work, how to get the foundation down. That's why I was really wanting to go on the improvability of the car as far as the chassis and stuff like that is concerned. So we might have been able to save a little bit of money in some like the tire wear and the fuel efficiency because we knew we weren't going to do great. But I think I'm pretty happy with the way things are set up for so far. So I do appreciate you watching. Hopefully you join me again next time. Thank you and goodbye.